What's a little white lie you've told your partner to keep them happy? Was that a dead dog on the road? No, it was a trash bag. Alternatively, notices dead animal on the right side. Point left, hey look at that, you missed it. It was a neat bird. My GF can't sleep sometimes. I told her there is a pressure point on her lower neck that, if pressed, induces sleepiness. When she can't sleep, I will press on it to placebo her into getting tired and falling asleep. IDK if this counts, but I tell my girlfriend I'm hungry so she'll also eat something. I insist that his old man ph leg me cacophonous sinus clearing coughs in the morning don't bother me. He can't help it. But man, they are rough and gross to listen to. Yes, I would love to travel 6 hours to see your family. The kids are looking more and more like you every day. She spent 9 months creating each of them inside her womb, enduring sickness, fatigue and torture. And the little fuckers came out looking like clones of me. Hoping my husband doesn't sneak on my comments and see this. We live in an area where it doesn't rain frequently. But when it does, we get a ton of snails. He would get sad because we'd see some snails that had been stepped on. So I told him that they were an invasive species so he wouldn't feel so bad about them getting mushed. My GF hates Dijon mustard. I have a personal sauce that I make for burgers. She asked if it has Dijon in it. I said no. She loved it and I've made it multiple times since then. She's even requested it a few times. It has a decent amount of Dijon mustard in it. Our child took their first steps when she and I were visiting my parents a few hours away while my husband was at work. Later that evening, he got home shortly after we did and our daughter took a few steps toward him when he came in the house. He got extremely excited thinking those were her first steps. So I just went with it and got excited too. She's 14 now. I've never told him the truth. He's a chef and I'm a picky eater. I don't want to complain because he still took the time to make it and I can't cook for shit. That I enjoy spending time with her parents. The truth is, I do like her parents. And it's always nice to see them. For a little while. After the 4th day in a row of listening to them bicker about how the forks were sticking up in the dishwasher when Phil knows they're supposed to be put in with the tines down. I'm ready to go home and sit in total silence. Yeah. I really enjoy it when your brother and his wife come visit us. Cannot stand either one of them and find his brother to be an obnoxious ass. We have hedgehogs in our garden. Lots of them come to visit and we had a small guy 2 weeks ago. We have him some cat food and water and then he buggered off in the hedge and we didn't see him again. I found him dead a few days later. The wife thinks he's just out and about and I told her I saw him again. He's wrapped in a bag in the bottom of the bin and it will kill her if she knows. Next small one we saw out in the day. We weighed him and he was only 167 grams so we took him to the local rescue center. They will release him back to our garden when he is strong enough. I once claimed to have made the sauce for a meal, when it was out of a bottle. You haven't aged since I met you. While I believe it to be true, many people ask me how old my partner is and when I tell them they're shocked. I'll admit that she does have features of an older lady and I know it gets to her. But I love her all the same and will do anything to make her happy. I never lie to my spouse. Tried once to withhold that I won $500 on a scratch ticket and told on myself before I got my coat off. I've never told my husband what a horrible dancer he is. Horrible. Think Elaine on Seinfeld. He always wants to dance, but I usually tell him I'm tired or my feet hurt. If the dance floor is crowded, I'll dance with him, but in the middle of the dance floor, surrounded by people. Love that man to death though. He has a million amazing qualities and I'm the luckiest woman alive. Also, I'm pretty sure he could name quite a few things about me that he's not too fond of. I asked for a cast iron griddle for my birthday. My oldest friend got me a huge one. Gave it to me early. My fiancé gave me a smaller one on the day. She was so upset her thunder got stolen. Even though it was unintentional. I put them both in the pantry till she'd sorta forgotten. Then I pulled out the big one. I told her it was the one she gave me. I cook breakfast on it every day. Every time they show me something they watched or a meme, I act like I've never seen it and laugh my ass off. No, I didn't get tacos on the way home from work. That the extra weight doesn't bother me. It does. But so does the extra weight on myself. And I'm sure he's telling a little white lie too. So we work together to cook at home and eat healthier. No need to hurt feelings and make each other feel bad. And you know what? Our relationship is great, we're closer than ever. I minimize my depression sometimes to my family. They worry. Sounds lame, but I think we all do this at times. My dad died almost 2 months ago. I'm never okay. But sometimes I say I am because I know it's hard to watch someone you care about being miserable 24/7. I was craving a hamburger, but he was so tired, so I told him I wasn't hungry when he asked. Her perfume smells like my grandma. I don't like it. But she loves it. I will never tell her. She doesn't like looking anything like her mom. She got a haircut that looked exactly like her mom's. She loved it. I did not. I never told her that I didn't and never told her it made her look even more like her mother. I'm fine. No, I haven't been letting the stray cat in while you're at work all day that you said couldn't come inside. He ended up agreeing to adopt him and let him inside the house a couple months later and was surprised by how well he got along with my existing cats so fast. Had no idea they were already besties, lol. Oh, don't worry you putting your spoon in the sink when I constantly put everything in the dishwater is cool. I'll put it in. The dog you got isn't ugly. Sure. I'd love to go shopping on a Sunday afternoon rather than watch football. I'll get the keys. Pretending like you don't smell her farts or were asleep. I found a hilarious comment about how women wearing just a t-shirt can look so sexy. But when men wear only a t-shirt, they look like half-naked toddlers who lost their pants. I died laughing at how true this is. Then lied that my husband would not look like a pantsless toddler. I've also lied by omission. By never telling him that doing the helicopter is not sexy. Oh yeah. I love your family. His parents get under my skin, but he's the most incredible person and he loves them. So I slap a smile on my face and make myself agreeable. I would love to go see insert musical in town this week with you. I love going to plays. He loves music that sounds like the souls of the damned in a blender with gravel and faulty brakes. I listen to all of the songs because I love how much he loves the music. It almost makes the assault on my ears enjoyable. He cranks the volume all the way up and grins so big that his eyes crinkle at the sides. I'll listen to this shit for the rest of my life. And I love it. Watching him love this music makes my heart so happy. He is precious to me. And god damn it, we go see these bands when they come to town. And hell yes, I go with him.